Hi everybody, it's Beth, and today I'm making a joy shelf sitter. I used a J and Y stencil. They're 4-inch stencils I got from Hobby Lobby, a piece of wood from Dollar Tree, 2 pieces of garland, 4 tumbling blocks, some pine cones, those were all from Dollar Tree, this white and gray twine, white and Parisian gray chalk paint, and hot glue. I started by giving that piece of wood from Dollar Tree a good sanding and then covered it in the Parisian gray chalk paint. I did 2 coats covering the entire thing. And then I also painted the 4 tumbling blocks with that same color. After everything was dry, I took my garland from Dollar Tree and just wrapped it around into a circle and then just twisted the ends around itself to keep it into place. Took my second piece of garland and then just kept wrapping that around that first circle just to make it a little bit thicker. And then I took my stencils and placed them on either side of the garland just so I could make sure that they were going to be nice and even. Once I had them where I wanted them, I just taped them down with some painter's tape. And then once I had them in place, I used the white chalk paint and a stencil brush. And I just put a small amount on the brush so it doesn't bleed through under the stencil and just filled in each of those stencils. And then I wanted to fill in that little space from the stencil on the J. So I just took a small brush and kind of just dabbed in the same type of pattern to fill that in. I didn't want to paint it fully so it had the same texture. And then I took the white chalk paint again and painted just a little bit around all of the pine cones I decided to use. I ended up using 5 of them. And then next I took a toothbrush and put that in the white chalk paint, making sure not to get too much on there at a time, and just brushed on the white chalk paint along the garland. And then next I just glued all of the pine cones around the front of the garland where I had put the white paint on it. And once those were all on there, I just hot glued the garland into place in between the J and the Y. And then I took my twine that is gray and white and hot glued a little bit on the back of one of the sides, and then just wrapped it around a few times and hot glued it into place on the back. And then once that was done, I did it to the other side. Next, I took my tumbling blocks, and on the long side of one of the tumbling blocks, I glued another tumbling block going straight up, so it was in like the shape of an L. So I made 2 sets of those. And then I hot glued both of those to either side of the bottom part of the back. And I made sure to leave just a tiny bit of space. I didn't want it flush with the bottom on the back, just so it could lean back a little. And that is it. A super cute and easy little shelf sitter. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.